And I'm back. What's up, what's up, what's up, you guys? Let me take off this hood because I feel like I look weird with the hood on. So let me take off this hood so I can talk to y'all lovely people. Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And let's get started. And also don't forget to visit my Patreon, just_Des, DEZ_TV over there on Patreon, because I had a lot of stuff coming. I got a lot of I'm going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville over there. I'm going to do a couple of the other Zeus shows and Now That's TV shows that I watch over there. I think the subscriptions, I'm going to see if I can set up the subscription. It's going to be like $4.99 a month. Even maybe lower than that. It all depends, just because I'm getting started out. I think, and you don't even have to become a member. Just go over there and watch, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to put the tag at the top, and let's get into the video. So today we're going to just chit chat. Y'all already know I'm here for the shenanigans, so I'm going to bring out all these crazy stories, and we just going to talk about it. We just going to discuss a little something. Y'all let me know if y'all like these little videos that I bring y'all about, like, life discussions, word on the curb, updates, my little lunch break chronicles, all that good stuff. But I'm home. I'm not having lunch. I'm still soaking off my nails. So we're going to do a little lunch break chronicles today, but from home. Lunch break chronicles home edition. And yeah, let's discuss. So child, our first story, we're gonna talk about this 25-year-old teacher who got caught sleeping with several of her students. Did I tell y'all a couple of videos ago that you gotta watch out for these men and these women, these teachers, these people who are in charge of our young children, and you gotta watch out for them? She was sleeping, 25 years old child, sleeping with several of her students. A video leaked of her having them, relationships with them in a hotel. And that's how she got caught. 25 years old. I'm gonna post a picture. Y'all gotta be careful. Boys and girls gotta be careful. Parents, you have to be diligent and find out what's going on in your kid's life. You have to have these conversations with your kids. You have to always be aware and be abreast of what's going on around them. You have to pay attention to the people around them. The other day, I was talking to my son, and he was telling me how this teacher told him to keep a secret. And I had to tell him, we don't keep secrets here. We don't keep secrets here. You tell everything, because that right there, those code words with adults and children sets kids up to be taken advantage of, because a lot of predators tell their victims, oh, keep it a secret, don't tell anybody. That's the beginning and the end. So that's why I had to explain to my son, anything he tell you, you tell me, or you tell your dad. Anything, or you tell your teacher. He was like, I only told one student. That's right. Tell somebody all the time. There's no secrets. And I told his dad, we gonna go up to the school and we gonna have to have a conversation with this teacher, because we don't keep secrets here. We don't do that. So you have to be careful, because that's how they set these kids up. They see vulnerable kids, they see quiet kids, they see kids that keep to themselves, like introverted kids, and that's how they take it. Sorry guys, my video, I had to do some stuff. But yeah, they get these little vulnerable kids, and that's how they take advantage of them, and they become prey to sexual predators. Like, I don't know, child. I really don't know. But y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. If y'all have these conversations with y'all children, if y'all make them aware of what happens in the world. I had conversations with mine very, very young. Like, don't let nobody touch you, not even mommy and daddy. These are the things that I reiterate to them, so that they can be aware. We don't keep secrets. You don't trust some adults, especially if you hear a conversation like that. I'm leery of things like that. So let me know. And she's only 25, and she's taking advantage of these kids. And of course, boys are going to be boys, because they want that experience. And, because everything is, actualized nowadays in this world. So they want that experience. So of course they're going to grab it. But she really take advantage of these kids, like 25 years old. She's still a baby anyway, but still, like, come on, what are we doing here? Like, what's happening here? But let's move on to the next story. So we have this Alabama governor who is restricting programs in schools and stuff, diversity and inclusion programs. And I'm just like, first Florida, with the books and all their restrictions and of inclusion. And now Alabama. I think the next state is probably going to be Georgia. You know, those southern states are trying to revert things back to the way they used to be. You know, they're trying to go back in time. And I told y'all that they were passing all of these laws. They doing all of these things because of the fact that they really want to erase history. They want the next generation after this generation to believe that slavery was a choice and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, what y'all think about that? How are y'all combating this information? I have books and books and books from when I went to college, and that discusses African-American history and all sorts of things. And it's not even just African-American history. It's just African history altogether. They discuss Dominican Republic. They discuss Puerto Rico, like a lot of these states, these Spanish states that have darker complected individuals that speak these languages because their descendants were dropped from Africa, and people don't understand that. Dominican Republic is right next door to Haiti. Why do you think a lot of Dominicans have that darker skin? And people don't understand that. Their skin is darker than mine. And they be like, oh, I'm not black, I'm not black, I'm not black. Okay, but then where did you get that skin color from? You can't bake in the sun that long. And then when you bake in the sun, you turn back to your regular color. So where do you think your skin color came from? Where do you think it came from? But you can't tell individuals anything. So they just really trying to erase history. And I implore you guys to like educate your children on history and their history alone, so that they know, because eventually we're not even going to find certain history stuff in books anymore. And the internet, they really trying to wipe it out. What y'all think about that? Are y'all doing anything to help your kids understand like the history of slavery and black individuals in America? Let me know. Drop that in the comments and let me know. So let's move on. So then we're going to discuss these 11-year-olds, child, who robbed a bank on spring break. I'm going to let y'all see the video, and then we're going to come back and discuss.
All right, Rashi, thank you. Now, the Houston FBI office says these 3 young kids you see here are in custody after allegedly robbing a bank during spring break. Yes, you heard that right. These are kids. That's why we have to blur out their faces, because they're only 11, 12, and 16 years old. It's a big talker on Fox26Houston.com. Fox's Sherman DeSell joining us now live from the FBI office with some public reaction.
And Spanky will participate in these type of activities. So according to the FBI office, these 3 young gentlemen allegedly walked into a Wells Fargo bank in the Greens Point area last week during their spring break, demanded money. We're not sure of how much money they got away with, nor if they used a weapon, but they have been caught after their faces were posted on social media last week, and they're facing some local robbery charges. So we're asking some people around town if they think the parents should be held responsible for the crimes committed by the kids allegedly. Here's what you have to say.
They have to be held responsible somehow, I think. I mean, that's hard. It just depends on, I guess, what's happening in the house.
The circumstances.
Yeah.
Since somebody has to take the fall for it, but I think it's a large stretch to make the parents get, have to do something about it, get in trouble about that.
I'll be mad at my son. Yeah. But I'll be like, son, how did you get...
Yeah, don't do that. On a more serious note, it could have been a lot more dangerous. So we wanted to ask you to tell 26 should the parents of children involved in crimes be charged. You can vote now right now on Fox26Houston.com. But right now, it's saying yes at a whopping 59% versus no, and a 30% of you say it depends on the crime. So you can go to Fox26Houston.com and vote right now. We'll share more results in the next hour. Reporting from the FBI office, Sherman DeSell, Fox 26 News.
Okay, so now that y'all seen a video of these 11-year-olds and the news, what they like, they don't even know what to call these kids. They 11 years old and they robbed a bank on spring break. So that leads me to believe 2 things. These kids have too much time on their hands. They're in the house too much. They have too much time on their hands. Idle time, people idling, that it just causes for confusion. They got to find something to do. Get a hobby. Get a hobby. There's no way that you should be 11 years old and you come up with a plan to rob a bank. There's no way. This is not Grand Theft Auto. This is not a game where, we just playing. And no, this is real life. They don't even know how to charge these kids. They don't even know what to say about these kids. Like, they don't even know how to classify these kids. 11 years old. What are we telling our kids nowadays that so many things is happening to these kids under 15? In my last, chronicles or whatever, another 11-year-old got unalived. There's so many stories that I constantly talk to y'all about, and I give y'all about these youth and all of this stuff. 20 years old, like her, you know, she was unalived because she refused somebody. There's so many stories that I talk to y'all about that I feel like our youth is getting younger and younger and younger. Like, what is happening? They have too much time on their hands. And I think my other point was, what is glorifying these kids enough to feel like this is something they could do? There's no way that a game can make you say, oh, this is what I want to do, and then formulate a whole plan and then go out and do it. I played games when I was a kid, like heavily with my brothers, all kind of games. Not one game that I have ever come across in my life made me feel like I want to go out and do these things. So you can't blame it on the games. There's something else cognitively that's happening that's not correct. What are people teaching their kids? Not y'all per se, but I'm just saying, like, what are people teaching their kids that they could come up with something like this and then say, oh, I'm gonna go out and execute? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Everybody was shocked because they 11 years old. They great. They couldn't even believe their age. The news people couldn't even believe their age. 11. 3 kids. Your whole life is taken away because you're gonna go to prison for years and years and years, if not life, because of all of these laws that they pass, and they're giving them stiffer times. They might even promote y'all as an adult and send y'all to this adult. Like, it's just so much. It's just so much happening, and I'm just like, what is happening? Drop them in the comments and let me know y'all thoughts about these 11-year-olds robbing this bank. Child, let's move on to the next story. Here we got a Dusty. There's always a Dusty where I mean, we never, ever gonna get away with it. This Dusty, I'm gonna play the video. This Dusty says that heavyset women or thicker women, larger women, I don't want to say the F word, they are not a soft space anymore. And I'm just like, these Dusties is always going to come with audacity. They always going to come with audacity. No matter what you say, they always going to come with the audacity. I'm going to let y'all listen to the video, and then we're going to come back and discuss.
It was one point in time where fat chicks were like a safe space for niggas, right? Where like, we know that she's going to be faithful and loyal. Now these fat chicks is like, oh, wilding even worse than the skinny ones. What do you mean by that? Bro, like they're not even safe. They're not even a safe space anymore.
So the fat chicks were like the equivalent of like the nerdy guy,
I guess, you know, like, okay.
So now that y'all seen this video, it is Dusty running his jappers. What y'all think about that? First of all, I just want to say, did y'all get a look at him? Did y'all get a look at his crusty, dusty self? First of all, okay, that's one. Get a look at him, right? For you to come on this internet and talk about women and them not being a soft space, no matter what the size is, large, small, whatever. For you to look like that and then come with your audacity and then share it with us, right? Secondly, when is the last time that you seen your Peter Whacker? Child, your stomach is so big you can't even see it. So before you get online and talk about anybody being a safe space, you're not a safe space for your genitals. Because when was the last time you seen it to clean it? It probably smells like cottage cheese. So for you to sit here and come online and then talk about somebody not being a safe space and because of their size not being a safe space, or you thought that you was just that they just pushovers and you're supposed to be running into these insecure women because they're thicker than a smaller woman? No, size has nothing to do with it. Size has nothing to do with it. And it just shows your ignorance for you to even get on TV looking like that. I mean, get on the internet looking like that and then talk about somebody else and they supposed to be insecure and accept your fat ass? What? Sir, I'm going to need you to go back and look in the mirror. You have titties bigger than mine. Your breasts are larger than mine. And you have the audacity. Y'all missing the point. Y'all are absolutely missing the point, and I'm sick and tired of saying this. Y'all always gonna come with audacity, but women are tired of the foolery that comes with men and their foolishness. You can't offer us the bare minimum, and that's the reason. Whether we skinny or big, you cannot come with the bare minimum to us anymore in reasonable standings. But you have the audacity to get up here looking the way you do. Your clothes look like you haven't washed them in like a week. And you wore them on this interview. And then the interviewer is just eating it up. Like, oh, yeah, these big women, you know, they're supposed to be a soft space. No, big women are a soft space for themselves. They a soft space for themselves. So I suggest you go and try to find your penis before you get on this internet talking about anybody being a safe space. You can't even be a safe space for you because you can't even control your weight. You can't even be a safe space for you. And you're going to sit up here telling somebody else to be a safe space for you? Boy, get out of here. Get out of here. Go on with yourself. Please. Please. Stop getting on these internets and telling women what to do. Stop getting on these internets and telling people how to feel. Everything that you were saying, you probably was projecting. Say it to yourself. Go look in the mirror and say it to yourself before you get on these internets talking to anything about women. Like, go ahead with yourself, sir. You got to be kidding me. Always come in with audacity. Get out of here. Anyway, I ranted enough. Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all feel about that women being a soft space or even big women being a soft space. That has nothing to do with it. Drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this Dusty right here, child. Just go. Just go. Because you upsetting me on this good Sunday morning, child, with your dusty self. Them pants look like if you take them off, they're going to get up and walk away. Child, get on with yourself. Anyway, let's move on to the next story because I'm getting upset just thinking about this fool. So we're going to talk about a little bit about Monica, Brandy, and Ray J. So Ray J did an interview with The Breakfast Club, and I'm sure y'all heard about it. Ray J did an interview with The Breakfast Club, and he was saying that Monica and Brandy should do a tour. If they did a tour, who's going to co-headline and all of this stuff like that. They had a whole big conversation about that, and I'm thinking to myself, like, that's the least of your problems, sir. Your wife, who's not even divorced from you, is out here with John Boyega. You should be worried about that. Don't worry about Monica and Brandy headlining the tour and who should be headlining and who should come out first and who's this and who's that. I don't think you should speak about anything that you're not paying for and none of that stuff. Boy, get on. Get on. So there's a whole thing going on about, well, we're going to talk. So he did the interview on The Breakfast Club. So he made that statement. So Monica calmly came out and told Ray J, to kindly stop speaking about her in public and keep her name out his mouth. Keep my name out your mouth, sucker. Keep your name out my mouth. Keep my name out your mouth, sucker. So she says, I've been repeatedly contacted about interviews, etc., where my name and tour possibilities are being discussed. I've not received any contact or call about said tour. Ray J, I'm kindly asking you to stop speaking on me in public. A private conversation would be both necessary and respectful. Brandy is a legend. She's one with an extensive catalog that I deeply respect and a voice sent from heaven. The conversation being had without she and I is beginning to muddy the waters severely. She and I are both consummate professionals that share a massive recording as well as an entire era. Please allow this to remain positive and beautiful. Neither should open. We give someone else the opportunity and co-headline as massive shared stage. If this is to ever happen, any further conversation should be private, which I agree. I agree. I feel like that Versus was great. I really love. Now, I remember when A Boy Is Mine dropped, both of them dropped their album. I was a fan I've always been a fan of Monica because I think her voice is amazing. Brandy has an amazing voice too, but I feel like Monica can sing Brandy under the table. That's just my opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. And my homegirl was a friend of Brandy. and I listened to Monica's album, and then she bought Brandy's album, and we had a listening session. So she listened to Monica because I had bought Monica, and I listened to Brandy, and I still felt like I felt like Brandy had a good album. I didn't dislike Brandy. I just felt like Monica has a better voice than Brandy. And we were going back and forth, but we agreed to disagree. We still listened to the albums, and we both came to the conclusion that both the albums were great. Both the albums were great. The Boy Is Mine was a classic. The Boy Is Mine 2 was a classic. The Verses was a classic. And I'm just like, what is the big deal? Them being in concert would be great. I would go and see them because I love them both. I just love Monica more, and that's just my style. Her voice is more my style of singing and performance, so it's not a big deal. Y'all drop that in the comments. Tell me which one y'all think, or which fan were y'all, Brandy or Monica? Who were y'all for, Brandy or Monica? Even in the verses, Brandy or Monica. Tell me which one y'all was, whose side y'all was on. And it's not about picking sides. It's just like, who do you love as an artist? And it's okay, either or. Drop that in the comments and let me know which one. Mine was Monica. Some people was Brandy, and I respect that because I like both of them. But what y'all think about this conversation? Her telling Ray J to keep her name out his mouth. I think he should, because Ray J speaks on a lot of stuff that has no concern or no business of his. He always saying stuff, and I'm like, sir, just worry about your wife and John Boyega. Do that. Worry about your Raytronics that you doing. Do that. Stay out of stuff that doesn't really concern you. Worry about the stuff that's at your front door. You have a whole bunch of stuff on your plate that you're not worried about, that you should be worried about, sir. Do that. I say keep her name out your mouth. And if they do decide to do a tour, I feel like they should be co-headliners. That's how I feel. I feel like they should have somebody else open up for them, because they are both worthy of the headlining title. And even though I liked Monica more, I just feel like they both are accomplished artists, and I feel like none should be neglected. None is lesser than the other. They both came out around the same time. They both have amazing projects, and I feel like they should be co-headliners. Y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this little tete-a-tete between Monica and Ray J and Brandy. Like I said, I'm Team Monica all day. And Ray J needs to chill out, because Monica's actually about that life. You understand what I'm saying? And she's proved it plenty of times. And she's been up on the Breakfast Club and proved it plenty of times. She's about that life. So I think you should mind your business. Anyway, so we're going to get to the meat and potatoes of things. We're going to move on to the next and final stories. And this is all about BaDDies and BaDDies Caribbean. And I think a lot of this publicity is coming because the new season is about to start. And I've been monitoring little things here and there and there. If you've reached to this point, you know I got some little eggs that I'm going to drop at the end of my video, a couple of videos. So there's a Natalie and Tommy beef going on. Because y'all, like I said in my last video, I didn't understand why Tommy is making a cameo after Natalie and her fought, in the boxing ring. And then they had words back and forth, and she keep constantly calling her a head. And I don't understand how she's still making a cameo on BaDDies. It was weird to me. So I'm like, whose decision was it? So I'm assuming it was Lemuel's decision, because it's just weird. And I think that's what Tommy was saying. Tommy said she had a relationship with him. But they got a little back and forth going on. They've been had a back and forth going on for a couple of days. I didn't really follow a couple of days, but child, Tommy gets on the internet. I got the video for y'all. I'm gonna play it at the end, and she tells how Natalie be doing the H1, her in. That's what she be doing. And she named what's his name, Chris Brown, as her accomplice in the her in, child. I said, ooh, what's going on here? She dropping it like it's hot now. Y'all gotta watch that video. I'm gonna have it at the end. Girls, this is messy. I also got a video which I'm gonna play at the end too. Biggie gets online and talks about how E.T., like the final days in Jamaica before the reunion and stuff, how E.T. was on their bus and in their room spilling the tea about everybody in the house, child, telling them all the tea about all the stuff that all the ladies said about them, Child, this is messy. These girls be giving it up, but it referenced it was a reference that Biggie had made before in my previous videos about BaDDies that E.T. tried to kiss them on a bus and was spilling the tea. So she dropping it now. I'm going to play it at the end of this video, child. I'm going to play it at the end of this video. And then my final tea we're going to talk about is Sukihana not returning to the BaDDies Caribbean. Now, initially when the cast was announced, Sukihana showed up there. And she's like, oh, she's doing her own show. She's doing her this, she's doing her that. So I'm assuming she was in the talks. But Lemel dropped a statement that, you know, to let us know that Sukihana wasn't coming back. Are you surprised? I am not surprised. The reason why I say I'm not surprised that she's not coming back to the BaDDies is because last season, it was also leaked that the only reason she was on BaDDies in the beginning is because she wanted to get Sapphire on, and that was a part of her contract that she had to appear on BaDDies in order for Sapphire to be on BaDDies. Now, y'all already know that Sapphire is coming back to BaDDies, and now Sukihana is bowing out gracefully, but I think that was all part of the plan. So that rumor, technically, allegedly, whatever, it was confirmed that, you know, it came true. She's not going to be on BaDDies, but Sapphire is still going to continue on BaDDies. And I'm just like, y'all just confirming what all of these rumors that we was hearing back when the season was going. Y'all just confirming them slowly but surely, little by little with BaDDies. So now I'm starting to believe that everything that came out as a rumor with BaDDies, I feel like it's true. Even though I say allegedly, I feel like it's true because a lot of the stuff is being confirmed. The stuff is being confirmed with Stunner Girl. Tommy is dropping stuff that's being confirmed. Biggie is dropping stuff that's being confirmed. Like, they all dropping stuff that's being confirmed. And all this announcement showed me was that what they said about her being on the show to get Sapphire put on is true. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly, confirming allegedly that it's true. But yeah, y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know if y'all are shocked, if y'all was surprised at this announcement. I really wasn't surprised because I follow what they've been saying and I remember what they were saying before. So it's not a surprise to me at all. So because even when they announced the cast, then I was just like, why is she coming back? There's no reason for her to come back. Oh, but then I said, oh, because they from Jamaica, or Sapphire is from, you know, they from Jamaica, so that's why. But child, I'm not even shocked. I don't even care. I don't think that Suki added anything to the cast. I don't even think that Sapphire added anything to the cast. Like, Sapphire can go. So I don't even understand what the big deal is. But I mean, y'all drop that in the comments. Let me know that if this is y'all cup of tea or not. Child, I'm not looking forward to seeing Sapphire on BaDDies at all, because I really didn't. She is such a flip-flopper that I really didn't want to see her again. But I mean, it is what it is. We'll see. But you know, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for clicking on my video. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and we'll discuss. I'm gonna play the videos coming up now, but remember, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Go visit me on Patreon. Show me some love over there, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.
When me, E.T., and Tasiki and all of us was on the bus, E.T. was telling us everything. Oh, Natalie told me to do this. I didn't want to do it. I really wanted to be really chill with you guys. She tried to kiss me and Tasiki. She was telling Marilyn thank you. So the fact that she turned around and jumped on Natalie and then tried to sneak Marilyn multiple times blows my mind, because those two girls helped you out the most. I mean, that's what you told us, E.T. You told us that. Marilyn was sitting right there as well. And Marilyn was like, you know, like, no worries, you know I'm not like that. It was the day that she told us everything that Natalie was saying, everything that Rhodey was saying, everything that they were all saying in the house. Even down to Sapphire and everybody else. Like, E.T. was just running everybody's business. That was the last day of filming when we were in Jamaica, and E.T. was telling us everything, darling. When me...
Stay out my business. Stay out my business. Why everything pertaining to me, you gotta have a say-so. Like, you gotta come back with something. Like, girl, ain't you over there filming a show? I left 2 days ago. Ain't you over there? Stay offline in my business. Because, bitch, I'm not out here telling the people how you jumped up and down and said, you're the devil, and I think I'm God, pulling up on a white horse and you the devil. Bitch, out here praying to a BaDDies God and want everybody to, man, I don't play with God. I don't do none of that. Don't play with me. I don't play with y'all. Like, bitch, talk about what you be doing. You need more help than me, bitch, because you confused. I don't know if you sold your shit, if you still got your shit, or not, bitch, but claiming you the devil, you honestly, obviously, have sold your motherfucking soul, bitch, and I don't play like that. I don't play like that at all, bitch. I'm not in your business. I'm not online waiting to see what you said or did. Get off my dick one time. Hop off, bitch. I talk about everything, but how you was a crying. Talk about y'all got her a horse. Why y'all didn't give me a horse? You're not creative. You don't think of shit. They didn't give me a horse, baby. I told them I want to pull up on a horse. Bitch, this is shit that I think of. You filming a whole show. All you can think about is making a bitch fight. That's as far as your fucking mind go. That's as far as you fucking think, bitch. You're whack. You got all these bitches looking whack with you, bitch. You're not creative at all. You have no fucking dialogue. You're a show. Get the fuck out of here. Tell them folks that. Tell them folks how you told me you and Chris Brown was on heroin, bitch. Tell them that. Tell them how you do cocktails, bitch. Tell them like you a real motherfucker that do coke with Bobby. Tell them that. Say some real shit, bitch. Say it with your motherfucking chest, bitch. Say some real shit. Who need help? It's you. And lastly, Chris Brown, I won't fuck with that hoe no more. She out here, she get drunk off her drugs and go selling out, making shit up. I won't fuck with that bitch no more. So if you still fuck with, stop fucking with, because I don't believe you did heroin. I believe it's only her. Because I seen her. I seen her in action on my own too. So I ain't never seen you and I don't spread rumors about people. I don't believe that shit. Leave that hoe alone. Tell me. And all you other motherfuckers that you were with. She talked about all y'all. So yeah, heads up.